Alright guys, so tonight let's talk about The Loved Ones, which came out in 2009, which I saw was free on Amazon Prime, so I went ahead and saw this movie, and holy fucking shit, this was awesome. The basic plot of this is there's a girl named Lola, and is rejected by this guy, and her insane father torture the guy who rejected her. And the premise, whenever it starts, it does a great job of hiding what the true story is. You wouldn't have really understood what would happen if you didn't know anything about it. And the thing I loved about this movie, and I think I'm going to keep it spoiler free because a lot of people haven't seen this movie, but the thing I loved about this movie, and this is what great horror movies do fantastically, is that I hated these fucking villains. Like, I hated these people. They were some of the most atrocious, like, human beings, like, watching this movie. Like, they are just horrible people, and I fucking hated them. I almost screamed at the screen because I was so affected. And I love when a horror movie can do that. When villains of horror movies can make you get so mad at the screen and it's not even real. It's just a movie, but it can make you so mad. I just felt like really literally screaming just watching the screen, like how much horrible shit these characters do through this movie. And I basically just said fuck you, fuck you, fuck you like 20 times throughout the movie because it made me so mad, but in the best way because it was so incredibly effective. And I love the fact that, and I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it felt like this main character really didn't have any hope. Like, the main character who is tortured, this literally, it felt like there was no hope for him. Like, every time you think something great's going to happen, he falls flat on his face. And I want to talk about the brutality of this movie. This movie got me on a level of how disgusting, again, these villains are. What they do, how they torture this person is horrifying. And the thing I hate about these villains too, and love and hate, because I love to hate them, these characters, or these villains, because what they do and their reasoning behind why they're doing this is so horrible. Like, again, because it's just about a girl who gets rejected, and the guy was nice to her. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm already going with somebody else. Like, he wasn't a jerk to her. And then he gets tortured by her and her father, and it's horrifying. And that's what I love to hate about these characters, is that they were just so horrifically awful because of something little like that just drove them to do this horrible act. And while there were a lot of moments where I screamed "fuck you" at the screen, there were some moments where I was like, yes, yes, fucking yeah, awesome. There were some great moments as well. And it really, really worked by the end of the movie. I thought this was an incredible horror movie, and it just works on the basis of how horrible these people are, how horrible these villains are, how terrifying it is for this character to be stuck in this situation, and how it keeps getting worse and worse, and it feels like there's no hope for this main character. So I really loved The Loved Ones. If anybody has not seen this, go out and see this. This is a badass horror movie, and it's really, really incredible. I really loved it on first watch. So tell me down below what you think of The Loved Ones, and thank you guys so much for watching.